This is going to be a quick, hopefully quick video on how to do skins using some of the AI generation tools. In this case specifically, a couple related to Adobe products. I'm in Tribes here because I just wanted to demo a couple of the skins that we made. So we've got the disc launcher here, blaster, and chain gun. And let's see, let me go ahead and get a loadout. Probably get a heavy loadout to show some of the other ones. So again, disc, here's grenade launcher, mortar, plasma, chain, and then we got things like, let's see here. Throw this pack away. Oh, what's that like that? Alright, so this repair gun. One thing to note there, the mortar, or the grenades now look different, and I'm realizing that the mortar skin had something to do with that. Anyway, this repair gun, nothing has been done with the effects of the weapon other than the skin itself. So this is one that uses, I think this repair gun .png, but it also is used for the laser, which I guess I forgot to get. No, it says I've got there we go. So this and repair gun are same skin, but the models are actually a little different, so they look a little different there. Not sure if there's anything I didn't show yet. So the blaster, nothing's been changed with any of the looks. Anyway, you keep looking at this stuff, but these skins, they look pretty detailed. I think they're pretty cool. They were used or generated using some AI tools. So I'm going to go into some detail to show how we did that. The first thing I need to explain is that I have an Adobe subscription. I am paying $30 a month to get access to all their tools. It's things like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Premiere Pro. Knowing all of that, the main takeaway from here is that I'm going to be using Adobe Firefly, which is actually just through the browser. So I'm going to go ahead and launch that. And that shows up like this. This is the first page that loads. And to get into the actual creating, I'm just going to go ahead and hit generate. So I'm presented with some things here where I could type in whatever and it generate an image. Most of you are probably familiar with those kind of things. Same thing with Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Dolly. But this has got this thing here called structure reference. It's also got styles. So in my case, I'm going to pick a reference of the disk launcher just because it's the easiest one to recognize probably. So I'm going to use the disk launcher. So it's basically asking if it's copyrighted or not. I'm going to upload it. And all it's done is it's put it in this placeholder. Now what this means is the image is going to be constrained to try to keep the structure of this image. You see the strength here. It's got a couple of settings. I always have it at full strength. And for kicks, I'm not going to do anything else with we'll say the styles. I'm not gonna do anything with that yet because I want you to see just what you can do with that. So if I take this, and I don't know, I'm gonna say red metal, black trim, HDR 8K. I don't know. So I'll hit try, and it's gonna use that disk image. And it's just going to generate 4 images based on the prompt. This is happening real time. It doesn't take that long. And it's popped some out already. You can see these are kind of the same look and feel for all 4 of them, but they're just different kind of random random things here. It looks like a car up there. Anyway, so this is how I'm generating some of these images, and you basically would just pull this down. You could open it up in Photoshop, and the default size, actually that's a good point. I messed up the size here. I should have picked square 1:1. Let's run that again. All of these, for all the images, I'm doing them as squares, and I'll explain why. Well, the reason why is I need a 1:2 ratio so that I could do some of the other skins. Okay, so here's the skins. You can see different varieties here. Now you could do a style. So a style, like let's say that I just keep this the same, and some of this is not going to be. Well, I guess the prompt's always pretty important, but the style has a huge impact. Like if I add this style here, and you can upload your own image with any styles. Style just being like, the makeup of it, the colors, that kind of thing. And if I just hit generate again, notice all that I did is just add the style there. I didn't change these sliders for visual intensity or strength. And we'll see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is way different. Almost looks like, I don't know, I feel like these are lights for a police car or something. But you can get different, some pretty cool effects with this. And you can just pick any of these styles. Things will look slightly different. It's pretty cool. You just have to go through them like anything that you're generating with AI and pick out the ones you think will look good. Drag them into Photoshop, downsize them. These images here, they're actually coming out as 2048 by 2048. So I'd pull these in, reduce them to at least 1024 by 1024 and save those off. And then you can just load the game and put those in the entities folder. There's one thing that's a little bit tricky if you're going to edit skins that are not the disk skin. For instance, let's take the energy gun. You notice it looks like a square, but the default image is not a square. It's a probably like a 512 by 1028, or I'm saying that backwards. It could be 1024, I should say, by 512. So what I did is I loaded the image in Photoshop and I increased the canvas size so that it would be a square. We generate the images here, pull it back into Photoshop, and then just set this canvas size back to another value, or back to the original value. So I'll give you an example here. So let's do the energy gun. Let's take, let's see, let's just pick a different style. They have different browse. Let's see, so watercolor gun. So keep in mind, you could upload any image to reflect the style that you're looking for. That might be interesting. Keep in mind that it's ignoring some of the stuff I'm saying here, like the black, or I'm sorry, the red. Like we didn't see any red. I don't think in that last one. This one's going to pretty much use all the things in here for the style. So this is the blaster. Some of these look pretty funny, but kind of unique. So let's see what happens with this. So let's say I'm going to take this guy here. I'm going to download this. All right, then I'm going to go into Photoshop. And I am going to open that here. All right, and then I'm going to go to Image, Canvas, and I don't have these locked and it's centered, so I'm just going to reduce the height to 1024. All right, there's my image. So now I am just going to save this. And this is my current working folder, so I'm just going to save it in there. Wait, something didn't, sorry, I did that wrong. I want this to be the energy gun. That I did not mean to put in there. There we are. So we're going to save that, pop back over to tribes.
The battle begins.
Alright, there's that new weapon we just created. You saw it took pretty much nothing. There's the little purple animation that's going that I had with another skin that can be edited. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's pretty cool. So anyway, you saw how fast that was. Anybody can do this. The caveat is you've got to have a subscription for that. But there may be some other cool services out there, I don't know, that do kind of the same thing. This was more just how to. And I did go ahead and put up some skins that I've put in Discord. But here are some examples of the ones that we've made. So there's chain gun, disc. And these are the ones that you already saw at the beginning of the video. But these are just those images. And here's the little pulse image I was talking about. That is the one that runs on this guy. So anyway, that's it.